Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are today, new project day, the Secret Rhythm. It's made by the same people who did the Flame Common Room, which is still one of my favorites. Got a nice sort of cozy look to it there, so I'm hopeful that we get a similar vibe to this one. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these sets and build them step by step in real times, so you can see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix the inevitable failures as they come up. Yeah, stay positive, daily uploads, all the good stuff that you need. If you've seen any kits or models or anything that you'd like to see me give a crack at, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list. I've got enough on there for now, but I'm working my way through it as we go. Let's pop her open and see what we got here. Got battery compartment, stickers, looks like a coffee mug. And got our actual pieces. Got a front cover. Looks like windows. Is that all? Ooh, frosted and regular. Okay. No. Lid's coming down on me. So I guess we cut out, or is that's a stencil? Okay. I had my hopes up that that was all one piece, but no, it's not. Okay. Instruction manual. Got, let's see. We got some good looking stuff in here. But 25 pages it looks like. It actually starts the build. Page 4, so 20 pages, give or take, a actual build instructions. And our paper, and are they? Okay, the books are stickers. This page is stickers. Are these stickers too? Yes, they are, I think. No, maybe not. Okay, it's sticker paper, but they're not stickers on. These are stickers, but these are cut out. I don't know why we got to cut some out and not others, but yeah, I can sort of see them. You can see those nailed, and you can sort of see the outline there on that. So, but evidently okay. Actually, this is the only cutout on all the rest of them are stickers, even this other big one. That makes 0 sense to me. And same on this one. It's just this one book here. Everything else is peel and stick. Okay. Seems like they could have splurged for those extra 2 pieces to get cut out. Okay. Now, get our pieces out and take a look and see what we got here. It's another one of those when I was looking at it, just sort of trying to find something other than magical Harry Potter style book nooks, just something to mix it up a little bit. I still like all the magical ones, but nice to change things up. Let's see, got our, of course, our cover. Looks like some wallpaper texture on there. We got a bunch of books, it looks like. I guess I'll keep turning them over. There's go into our shapes and whatnot, furniture and cabinetry and radio, it looks like, down here in the corner. And more cabinets, LPs, and got John Lennon. That's the only one I can see a name on that I can read. There's a name on that one, but I can't read it, but that one's definitely a John Lennon. Cat, another chess set, just like on Common Room. Adult beverages. Okay. Viva la vida. Okay. No shortage of pieces. Yeah. First broken piece, but that's just on the frame, not the actual piece, so that's alright. Put you down gently. Yeah, these look like they'll be interesting, those slots in them. Okay, here's our back cover, and then our other side. All right, well, let's take a quick peek at the beginning of our instruction manual. Let's see what got any interesting tidbits. Just wiring. Let's see. Here's our inventory sheet. Here's our wood block, and like I say, then it just dives right into the building. So yeah, we're just gonna be able to jump right in there. I think. So let's say I'll grab the first. How are these steps divided up? That's something I always sort of look at. Looks like, yeah, that might be doable. Actually do it as steps rather than pages. That steps seem to be pretty well defined. Okay, so I'll give that a go on this one. Looks like I'll be able to put all the steps in. Let's go up to 74 steps on the build. So, alright. I'll grab those pieces and be right back, and we'll get rolling on this thing. Okay, here we go. The journey begins. First step, we're going to put our touch sensor, and they've actually, first time I've seen it where they're not saying to glue it down, they're actually saying to use the included tape strips to put it down. So sort of try and take these kinks out of it a little bit. Just maybe some somewhat straightened out. And so we've got our mark on there where it's supposed to be mounted. Like I say, they show it with tape just right over the top of it, which is surprising, but hey, I'll roll with it. So it will be easier than having to wait for the glue to dry. Okay, got our. It is sitting right over the top of it. And then we're just running a couple extra strips as we run the wire. So they got to show it going like that. So a few more strips. They've got 2. I might do more than 2, but cause I always got extra tape on these things. I am going to try and make sure the wires are flat when I tape them down, though. I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to do one here and one here, just to, because I've got the tape, might as well use it. Although it is almost Christmas time, this stuff might be useful for wrapping gifts. It's supposed to go back in through this hole and up and around. Black on the outside here. So there's one more piece right there, I believe. Okay. Simple enough. And then flip it over, and this guy, they show it with the textured side out, which I thought this would be the back. Maybe I'm sure there's a method to their madness. And I did go through and colored all the edges that I know are gonna be showing at the end with the black marker. And then I was about a third of the way through and I realized, oh yeah, I've got those stain markers I bought that actually have a little more nuance to the color. So I switched over to using them. Like I say, I was probably more than halfway through the parts that I pulled anyway. And we got a little outline here for our rug. It's sort of good and bad of the the sticker. No doubt easier to deal with, but less forgiving. There's no chance to modify if you mess it up. Or very little chance to modify if you mess up anyway. Right on that line. Alright. Got a little bit showing back here, but I think that's about as good as I'm going to do. And that is all there is to step 1. First, I'll say, first 10 or 12 steps are going to be pretty rapid fire, I think. But that's, it's a nice start. So, right back with step 2. Okay, and then jumping right into using up the stickers. I think they're saying to do all the wood bits first, then the stickers, but I'm going to do the stickers first just because I think it'd be easier to not have that stuff in the way as you're putting them down. So let's scoot y'all out of the way. And these are all right here, most of them. These guys, interesting, they got the stickers on them. That lost something. I think I'm going to try and, like I say, I've got it's stickers, so I may try and stick those into their frames, but that's next. You got to decide which ones you want showing up front. Obviously, I'm going to have Maryland showing. And I don't speak Chinese or Japanese, whichever that is. It does look cool. This one's got a lot of space on it, so I think I'm going to make it the back. There's lots of room to go around it, so I'm going to go with it first. It's just supposed to go there. And Marilyn goes up here in the top corner. Like I say, I'm going to make sure I get her showing everything, all as much as I can. So this one will go, that's to be in her way if we don't. This one, Marilyn will still be showing on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and put her in next. This top corner so I can line her up. And I do want to make sure we got the dandelion showing, so I'm going to move down to this area. That's our Yesterday Once More. It's a poem or a song? I would think it's a song. Can't. Here. Our dandelion. Cover up anything on Maryland, so that's the important thing. And our violin come sheet music, I think. It's supposed to be, yeah. So you slant you a little bit, make sure my dandelion's showing. Made such a worry about that. Okay. Okay, distracted there now. Got Eiffel Tower and something rose petals. I think they're both going to be showing either way, so let's do the rose petals first. Down here. Alright. And the other Eiffel Tower goes over here. Not perforated very good on this one. Go from the other side maybe. There we go. It's a good bit bigger than the... We want to make sure I stay clear of our frame area, so I'm going to use this top one as a basis. Now, this guy goes on this one. How much? Looks like we got plenty of wiggle room on there, so I'm just gonna aim, try and get him centered on the bottom. Looks like he takes up all the space. Pretty thick front frame, so I'm going to move you up about there. You're going to be, yeah, got lucky. Okay, and those y'all been watching me a little while, the B7000 is my go-to glue normally, but this one we're actually about to stand up, so I am going to go run the risk of the old Gorilla Super Glue, my favorite because it's got a brush in the bottle. As cleaned off as I can. This bottle is getting fairly old, so it's starting to get a little more sticky. Glue, gelish, I guess, or congealed. I'm just doing a little bit at the top. A little bit at the bottom there. It's starting to get strings like the B7000 does. And down, make sure our guy's in frame, and add some pressure. Alright, that turned out alright. Now, same thing with this guy. He's about not as much wiggle room at the top and bottom with this frame. It's pretty symmetrical. Try and up there. It's getting pretty stringy on this stuff. It may be time to break out a new bottle, but I've got so much of it left I hate to. There's like that, top and bottom. Hit us a little sample. I'm going to cover up the edges of our guy. And pressure. Alright. He's looking good. Now we got us clock to put in. And basically we're just these. Okay. It leaves. Yeah, okay, there are supposed to be gaps back up there on the edges there. So we've got to aim, use the top to set our thing in place, but I'm going to go, I'll put this on first, then I'm going to mount that on after it gets mounted. Because reasons. Maybe not reasons. Just dab there in the middle. Try to get it leveled out. I think maybe went a little thick on that one. Keep it in place. Oops. You can't see that. I'll wiggle it around when it's okay. No pressure. Okay. Seems pretty stable. Now this is supposed to go on. I guess make sure the top is the important part and sort of eyeball the bottom. Sort of my plan, I think. Alright, well, that's what hit the top. At least I can concentrate my glue, get that string out of there. That's where it's going to stay, but that's still how it works. Okay, a little more pressure now. Alright. Okay. I'm glad we're looking at these things from the side because I missed. Yeah. Yeah, it's not as bad from this side, but over here you got a definite lip. But I'd say that's gonna. I think that's gonna be. Which side did that end up being? No, this is the back side. We are looking from this side, so it is gonna be. But that'll be way back in the corner, so maybe it won't be as obvious. It can be one of those situations. Okay. Now, last but not least, get our little shelf. Goes on up here. No glue required for that. Nice and snug fit. Although I did just remember. I'll take it out, put it back in too many times. I will need glue. I did not color the bottom. Let's see, which one are we going with? This one. That's up towards the top. That might be visible, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this. Little stain marker there, just sort of fine tune it a little, maybe. That's not a perfect match, but it blends a little better than just plain particle board. Yeah. Okay, so that's all for step 2. Bring you back with step 3. Okay, step 3. They're jumping right into assembly. I don't think I've ever done one this quick where you went right into putting things together. So, but that's their instructions. So these guys just down here, nice and snug. And I wish I hadn't painted them, colored them black now. They do stand out. If I'd paid attention, I would have done them white and used my new markers to sort of try and blend them in a little better. But live and learn. But that's looking pretty good. For us, step 3 was. That's all she wrote on that. I believe. Let me top the bottom of the page so I'll make sure. Yep, that's all for step 3. Easy enough. Right back with 4. Okay, get to more furniture assembly right off the bat now. Supposed to take our flowery dealio. That goes into our here to show up, so I think I've got it trimmed down small enough where it's not. I did leave a little extra around the edge, but I think I am going to go back and trim that off now. I sort of hedging my bets that they was gonna make it too small, or too big rather. It's easier to take it off. I finally figured out it's easier to take these things off than it is to try and figure out a way to make them stick when there's not enough material there. There's plenty on this one. Alright. These guys out of the way. Alright. And then park you. I don't think it'll matter which way I face on it here. No, as long as I get them in there, so I am gonna go with the B7000 on this, and try and figure out how to do this. All right. Just sort of show the sort of a red haze down here at the bottom. That's in the picture that I did towards the bottom, the one with the stud on it. So that's what I'm going to go with. You sort of okay. Now they're lined up pretty good. So get my old squeegee out. It's a little worse for wear right now, evidently. That should, yeah, they're sort of, okay. And I'm satisfied with that being close enough. And then we take these guys at the ends. So I'm making sure we know that's down. This guy goes on this end. This guy on this end. Those are not snug, but I imagine the top and bottom will snug it on up. Okay, so this goes on the top. Just onto those. Okay. Bottom. Got her. Okay, getting a little more solid the more stuff we put on it, which makes sense. Once again, forgot to. This is before I remembered I had the stained markers, but those are going to be down on the bottom, so I think it'll be alright. It looks like it's all the way at the back too, so. Although that one's. I'm going to let it slide. Can I get in there? Without making a mess. Is that the right one? No. Yeah, it's got a little more reddish tint to it, so I'm gonna thought of it, so I can't stop myself. So, didn't cover it up totally, but it blended it in a little bit more. That is a pretty good match, actually. It's on the bottom, so this is sort of pointless. Okay. Okay, I'll leave it alone now. Okay, so that. Okay, now this little panel, let's go right down the middle, like so. So I will stick with the B7000. Pop you in. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty straight. And these are the feet. And the ones with the longer studs go in the front section. So that must be what ties it to the ground. Maybe go in here. That's not very... Okay, I'm going to put a couple of drops of glue on there. Because that's really loose. So just a little bit on either end. I bet I'm going to need them for here too, so I'm going to go ahead and maybe a couple more in the middle. Okay. And there. Yep, they were loose. That's a good thing with glue on. You're staying straight. You're in. Let gravity do its thing with you. So that's staying good, so I'm gonna set you aside. And that's all. Yeah, that's all for step 4, so right back with 5. Okay, even smaller pieces, and that's what the next few steps are going to be, so I'm bringing it all the way in for the max. So we start off these guys into here and here. And a square one on sideways. No, not that. Okay, now there's a little notch there. Goes in front of the, okay, so there. Yeah, there we go. And around, there's a little, this one's got this little riser here, where these are all recessed, and the riser goes above the notch here. They're not, but it's got to be glued in place anyway, so. So that's what we're going to end up with. And building something like this, back to the old Gorilla Glue. See if I can get a little enough amount on there. A little bit on each corner, maybe. Maybe. And there above the notch. And down. And once again, not perfectly lined up. But not, I don't think it's as bad as the clock was. Alright. And then the Michael Jackson. Okay, so that's actually, it's got a lip showing on the, to make it look like a record. So that's cool. I think that's recessed enough that I can put that in with the B7000. Do a couple of drops on each of the little risers there. And drop. Alright, and then this goes into that notch. Okay, that actually That's gonna get away without glue. So that's good. Cool. It says to glue it, but it seems pretty sturdy. Not going anywhere. Yeah. There's our Victrola. Alright, and that's all for step 5. Right back with 6. Okay, staying in tight with it here. Supposed to, these are the two that are going to be showing. These are the bottom of our stack. They're supposed to not be stacked neat. So I'll stick with the old Gorilla Glue because that should be easy for me. I'll just try and stack them straight and they'll come up crooked for me. Just a dab there. And pop you on, wiggle you a bit, and then pressure. Let's try to go the other way. Same sort of thing, little dab there. We appear to be trying to make a random stack, so I'm not too concerned about making it beautiful. Seems pretty random to me. And then the John Lennon is supposed to sort of be stood up next to it. So I think I'm going to put it on this side. I'll put the glue on the side here and hold it. It shows it pretty much vertical. Just, like I said, right there. Glue. Try to get you upright anyway. Here. Don't know if that's going to work or not, but we'll find out together. Honestly, I'm not even sure I'm lined up with the glue. Evidently I was. There's her. It actually leaned over a little bit, so that sort of works. Yeah, excellent. Alright, that's all there was for step 6. So, right back with 7. Okay, another chess set. So, what I think I want to make sure and do is do them from shortest to tallest. So let me find something to use as straight edge. Ah, sand and dealio would work. Moves up. So the pawn first. Pawn, rook, bishop, knight, king, I think. That's what I'm seeing. Got it. There he goes. So that's how I'm going to stand them in. And I'm also going to do sort of front to back like that. So, you know, they're going to be back and forth, but I want to make sure they're all visible. And this is going to be tucked way in the back of the set, so it's probably overkill to me. I'm probably overthinking this, but that's how I'm going to roll with it. Get these guys, I think it'd be easier just dip them in there. Down, take much, a couple of seconds. And rook. Come back here. Okay. probably going to happen when I actually install this board and I'll forget about all this and put it in sideways where you can't see any of them. And then the kings. And the leather. I think I should get that cleaned up quick enough where it's not going to stain. That's good. Alright. And the kings sort of close to each other so they can talk. Alright. There we go. And I just realized this one's on backwards. But it's a white piece. You won't be able to tell. And I did go the trouble of painting the sides of the white pieces as well. Even though, mainly because I didn't realize it was going to be all the way at the back. Alright, that's all for step 7. So, right back with 8. Okay, guitar and guitar stand. So it goes in with our stud facing down. So there. And there. Pretty loose, so it's going to need gluing. But first things first, didn't realize how much of that was going to be showing, so I'm going to hit that much of it anyway. Maybe a little bit further over than that. Okay. Yeah. I'm feeling good about the super glue tonight. I hadn't messed up too much. Just put that here in this corner. Throw it down. In this corner. Get both corners. Be greedy, get them all to go all at once. On that side. Do later. Okay. Okay. I'll glue myself to it, I'm sure. Alright. And our guitar goes in there, I'm sure. A little gluing on it won't hurt none either. I'll just hit there, I think. Alright. Easy enough, I think. It's actually going to be showing more than I thought it was, so let me get that marker in here again. I don't think it'll show up in the end result, but I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm here. Don't have to worry about it at all if you do it. That's colored on both sides. Alright, so that was all for 8. Back with 9. Okay, did our guitar, so we gotta have our amp. It goes in like so and so and so and so. What we got? Yes, I got that corner's clean. Does my trying that. Okay, that looks like it's going to line them up pretty okay. I'm going to go ahead and try and use my little form here. So pop you in there. Just happen to be set up where I can overhang this stud there. A little on there in the middle. Yeah. Of course, I slide it everywhere once I get going. It's not cooperating. Okay, let's just do it by hand then. Well, my hand will give, but alright, yeah. Yeah, okay. Maybe I can do it now that I got one set together. That looks pretty okay. Maybe better luck there. Probably not. I'll go ahead. It was a thought. Oops. About spilling my glue and lost my concentration there. But okay. Once again, pretty close. Now, this would be actually the trickiest one. Let's see, do I have... Ooh. Yeah, left over. Set that down. Ooh, no. I don't think I can be that coordinated to go 4 directions at once. No. I can use that to line up the bottom. Okay, that means I'm probably going to glue it to myself, but let's maybe just do across the top here. That should be more than enough glue. A little bit in. Down, over. And got another couple of seconds. All right. Okay. All right, there we go. Amp is completed. And that's, what step was that? I forgot. That was step 9. So right back with 10. Okay, they're jumping right into putting our stuff together here. That's encouraging. Put our first thing, put our cabinet in. We're gonna cooperate. Alright, there they go. Now, looks like, yep, gluing in our record and our chess set. So we'll go. Looks like we're gonna be able to leave this one alone for a little while. So I'll go back to the B7000 for this. I can just do dab. For all of them. Okay, do the record corner here. So Victrola. And then our chess set. I think I'm about to glue down our cabinet too now that I'm messing around with it. It feels pretty wobbly. Alright. Then the amp goes in this slot. So, I didn't put you in the right place to start with. Is that going to be secure? Yeah, those don't feel secure. Guitar. That involved a little snugger. Okay. Still not getting these lined up like I want. Records are staying still. Get that outline. Okay. Gonna leave those guys alone. You know, say I may end up pulling that can. Oh, I knocked this over while I was doing all that. That seemed pretty snug when I put it in. Okay. Like I say, I'm gonna set these guys aside and let them dry while we continue on. Get to build some more cabinetry here. Alright, so right back with 12. Okay, eagle-eyed viewers will notice from the title, the steps that I actually did 10 and 11 in the same step. The guitar and the amp were supposed to be a separate step from the Victrola and the records, but live and learn and adjust. But now, more furniture. Got B8, this one, and this one, and this one. So you go in the bottom here. Oh, other way. That's the problem. Maybe. We're supposed to go like this. Yeah. Definitely snug on that one. And you top with the. That's right, because these things go through those things. All right. There I am not coloring in the underside again, but I think these are going to be down low, so I should be okay. Make sure everybody's nice and snug. Did I do? I don't even think I did that. Yeah, let me. Oh, I thought this was the back, so I didn't bother. Maybe I did. That's a little better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, alright. And then set you aside and work on these other things. So one of these guys, and these guys here and here. Once again, they say glue those, but that one seems pretty snug, so I'm not gonna force myself into that. And this guy, get a couple more of those, and yeah. still pretty snug, so I'm not gonna push it. And these go in here. There. And then, you guessed it, one on the other side as well. Or two on the other side. I do that right. Now's the next question. Yep, the one with the extra holes does go on this end. Okay, they're a little wibbly wobbly. I think they're going to be alright once we get them stabilized over there. Or right now with this. Okay, so now we'll take this guy. These go in here. What is it? There's only two. Oh, okay. The edges there. Okay. Okay, so there, and then the corners go. Okay. We got some shelving in. Now, back here. This goes in. Okay, got our notches there to get those guys. This way so I can see. Okay, and they're going to be recessed anyway, so I got to do it from the front. I believe this may be the point where I break down and add the glue. Yeah, I got this one. Got a little. Yeah. It fits pretty good. I think I'm gonna use a B7000. I'm not gonna. I just want to have the glue in there to tack it in place because I think it's okay, but I want to reinforce it. Yeah, that's my plan. So I'm just gonna do. I'll do probably a line of glue underneath each one of these, and maybe down the front as well. Yeah, that's what I'll probably. That's what I'm feeling. I'll just go. Yeah, I'm just gonna go down and across on all four of those. Like I say, I don't think it's strictly necessary, but it's definitely not going to hurt anything. Stop a little high on that one because that's got the foot. Alright. Back in there again. Everybody backing down like you're supposed to. Maybe I'll get my. Well, we got these edges not holding much down, so I am going to hit those with my clamper. Just for a minute. Stayed flush. That one wiggled when I moved it on there. Okay, so I think that'll do. I'm going to set y'all upside. No. Yeah, set you upside down for a minute. Take a peek here. I've still got this many pieces left on this step. And what's next? It says. Okay, yeah, 3 of them are sticking out. Okay, so it's actually got 3 feet on it. Okay. Somehow I didn't notice that before. I got the Doot, doot, doot. And I'm going to give that a few minutes to dry, and we will continue momentarily for you. Okay, been a minute or four, so let's pop those off. And a little schmutz on the side, but it's still good. And let's say that's just sort of. I don't think that's going to be structural, but that'll definitely stabilize it some. Now, oh, I missed some pieces, so I have to do that. Yep, I'll go my. Let's see. Yep. Okay. 6, 8, and 30. Okay, so these guys down here. 8 and 30. I had been checking them off as I went along, so I got overconfident that I actually got them all. So let's knock these guys out right quick. And I think we're going to use some of this stuff in, early tomorrow. But for right now, let's just knock this down and get them stained, and we'll. Corner over there, a little bit. Oh, yeah, once again, all the way down in the corner where burrs are. Yeah, up in that corner. Okay. I'm trying to see where this one's supposed to go. There. Trying to see what the difference between these two is. They're numbered differently, but otherwise, yeah, they're identical. Yep. They're supposed to be in. Here and here, respectively. Alright, yeah, so they fit in rather nicely. Don't have to worry about staining the sides of them, but I'm going to see if I can't get some on the inside. Let's see. Decided on, yeah, this one. So. It's one of those things I'm overthinking it again probably, but I've got the tools, so I might as well use them. And just realized it'd be better to do it from this side, in case I mess up. I'm messing up on the side that's down in there. Of course I did that by messing up, but it blended in pretty good. Okay, so that... yeah, that's not making much difference at all, but I'm going, so I might as well finish. Maybe it's just this side I need, I think, yeah. Yep. Okay. Alright, so that's all of those. Now, I'm going to put them on upside down because they've even got the little handles for us to. Okay, so do some. See, they were in pretty snug, so I'm just going to go right down the middle. I'm not even going to worry about trying to go crazy with the glue. It seems like those things just sort of, once it gets tacked in place, it should be good. So that's going to be. And this is sort of, you know, we're going to be seeing it from this side, so that sort of, that works. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now, take a look off of that. Now we've got to put our top on. We got one for that. That goes in, which one, I wonder? Uh-oh. I'm supposed to have this thing. Okay. I missed that part. So you go in here. It's going to go flush up against the top. So that's, I'm going to do that over here, I think. First, I'll do that one. I'll line that one up there. Looks like I missed this edge of that one with. Maybe I'll use a different color one on that one. Okay. So I'll throw some glue in there. We've still got our feet showing down there. Yeah, that's going to be the way to do that. I'll get that in a second. And these guys, just on top of these. Up against the shelves bottom here. And there's a little lip on the middle shelf, so everything can get lined up nice and straight, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be alright, yeah. This is going to come together. I'm going, which way am I going? I'm going to, okay. I'm going to put a couple of these back here. So I can sort of lift it up off the ground a bit. Oops. How do those things get turned inside out every time? Let's see. Okay. Up there. I'm trying to think. And I know I'm going to want one on the side there. I'm thinking about how I'm going to do these. Do everything at once. Okay. And I have to do the old super glue for the central pieces, I think. Or actually, I guess I could do it for the side piece, because this is the only thing that really needs the glue. Yeah. Yeah, I got room to get some in there. Okay. Let's see. You stay stood up. Okay. Oh. I'm going to hit some glue right there on that bottom corner. Line you up. Oh, nothing to grab there. Okay. Okay, a little pressure down. I think I got her nice and flush on these corners. Yep, seems like it. And give another 5 seconds. Alright, so yeah, got that going there. Okay. To adjust it up there on the lid I can, but it seems to be pretty stable. Of course, this has actually got a little elevation to it, so I am gonna go down this part. Okay, it's got some wiggle on it, so that's okay. More right there. Okay, that's the very top shelf there, so that sort of blended it a little bit. Now, gonna hit back to the B7000 these columns. I'm gonna be greedy and go for it all at once. At the bottom and the very top, so only got the slats the other way, so I'm just gonna fairly generous there. Just a dab down the bottom. Okay. Now let's get these guys to cooperate. Okay, I may have to do some glue on that. Everybody's flush with where they need to be. Temporarily, at least. Okay. Once these get dried, I'll probably throw a little dab of super glue in that top corner, just to make it secure where it's not flip-flopping on me. Otherwise, that piece is about ready to roll. Yeah, that's looking good. Alright, so step 13 is actually to install this back onto our base. So before we get going on that, let me take a look at that. I'd find a stable place to put it. Look at that. So those are okay. And they're wobbly, but they're not going to fall out. So I think I was thinking about going back and gluing those in again, but I'll hold off on that. Okay. So, like I said, step 13 is just dropping this over here. Got our, let's see, there's only, no, it's supposed to be 3 feet. Oh, this goes all the way back here. Okay, so that's, yes. Yeah, it is that long. Sort of didn't look that long to my at first glance. Okay, so that's our very far back corner. All right. Okay, but like I said, I'm going to take a few minutes to let that glue set in, but I'll be right back and we'll drop that in and that'll wrap us up for the night. Okay. Let's see, probably hadn't been long enough, but I'm going to give that a shot. And still don't know if I want to. I guess I can squeeze some. I can squeeze a bit of glue in there with the. Let's say just a little B7000. Just get that nozzle in there and just inject a bit. Just. I say I'm not needing to be structural, just enough to tack it in place. That ought to do what I'm looking for. Now, I don't know if I should glue these guys in. Gonna drop in that easy? They are. Alright. I don't recall ever getting this much of a structure done this early on with a book nook. It's a little different, but I like it. It's a little bit. Let's see, I'll back you out a little bit more so you can sort of see a little more of the. So they're really laying down starting off strong with the foundation on it. I guess we still got. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, still got a balcony to do up top, and that's like I said, they jumped right in the deep end with both feet, didn't they? I like it. That's definitely okay. I just saw that wobbling. Maybe I will try and slide back here and throw some glue. Let's see. The problem I'm running into is it's not even. So let me get a couple of these cups and lay them down. Okay. And there's not much to glue there, but I will. Actually, just since I'm going, I might as well go here too. Okay, that one actually is pretty secure. But I'll hit it anyway. Okay. I might have had some leaking super glue around it whenever I put it in, but I'm just gonna put just a couple of dabs of glue on either legs there. Pop you back in. Just a little more stability. Likewise, a little on the bottom of the amp here. You're going. Let's see, there's not much to glue on these, so I'll just go around the feet where they're going in and hope for the best with that. Definitely easier to see without the bookshelf in the way. But that's okay. I think I missed on this side. No, I did. Okay, there we go. Irritating. Let me get a grip on it. Okay. There they go. Wasn't expecting to have that issue. Okay. And this one I'm going to be able to glue to the side wall, so I'm not going to worry about that bit. Okay. But like I said before I started on this step, I wasn't expecting it to be this long. I'm going to call it a night on that. So I will be... No, that's not. That's my other channel. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time.